So if you're carnivore, can you eat sauces? And if you're carnivore, or if you go carnivore, how long does it take before it starts to work? These are the questions that I got, and I am here to answer them for you. My name is Vita Evenson. I'm a carnivore, and I got herpes. So, you guys, let's take the sauce question. Even if you have the best sauce out there, if you're going carnivore, I wouldn't use it, especially if you're starting out and you want to really help your body get reestablished, realigned, so that it can begin to heal the various problems that we have developed over the years on the standard American diet or on the standard European diet, and depending on the country. And, you know, years go by and we are eating a certain way, and it begins to weigh down on our health, on our vibrancy. And we begin to say, I'm getting old, I'm not 20 anymore. I'm laughing because I am almost 60. I'll be 60 in May. And now I feel like I'm 30. I'll say 30 to be nice. I feel younger than that. I have so much energy. I can move. I'm agile. I mean, I got my youth back. So, what does that have to do with sauces? I'll get into that a little bit later, but here's the thing. There are two routes that you can take. One is you go straight carnivore, you get rid of everything. You're like, I'm going to do this for a month. I suggest 3 months to really give yourself 3 months. The first month, you may go through that keto flu thing, kind of get kind of weird, kind of down. It may only last a couple of days. For some people, it lasts longer. It just depends on where you are and where your body is. So you have to give it some time. I mean, think of it this way. You've spent your entire life eating carbs, Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops, croissants, cakes and all the stuff. You go out to a restaurant and you get this plate with really delicious, tastes good, but what the heck is in it? All the breads, all the buns, all of this, all of that. I mean, your entire life, your body is pretty much full of bad things that aren't helping. Because if you're getting really bad herpes outbreaks, your body needs to be kind of cleansed out. So get rid of everything. Get rid of it. That's if you go the BAM carnivore way, which is what I did. It's what I did, and I'm glad I did. The other way is to move into a carnivore diet. Doesn't work for me. And my situation was so bad. I hadn't been, out of the house for years. I couldn't go out in the sun, and I live in Greece, right? I mean, I couldn't go out. By 10 o'clock in the morning, I had to be back in the house. And if I wasn't, blistering up because I was in the sun, I was fainting because my blood pressure would drop. And a lot of things were wrong, were not working, that got fixed when I went carnivore. And I'll have another video on that tomorrow. I will talk about all the good things that happened to me. So can you add sauces? Yeah, of course you can. You really have to sit and take stock of where you are, what your body is doing, and how you are being affected by the things that you are eating. Food is medicine, more than medicine. I am coming to truly believe that. But each person must take stock of where they are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. Are you a resolved type of person that says, okay, I'm going to be keto for now, and then I'll move into carnivore slowly and just kind of get myself used to it because that's what works for you? Then that's the way you go. If you're like me, I get easily distracted, right? I can get easily pulled away. I went straight carnivore. I was like, well, besides I was exhausted from all of this. Exhausted. So I went full carnivore. I was like, I'm just going to do it. What is, what if I'm going to do it for a month and see what happens? Well. What a joy. Like I said, I'll get into it more tomorrow. The second question is, how long did it take for my herpes to stop? And again, we're going to move that back to that depends on you, and it depends on your body, your synthesis, and how healthy you are. Are you exercising? Are you strong? And just because you have muscles does not mean you have a strong metabolism, that you have a strong immune system. Doesn't mean any of that. But you know how you are when you get sick. How sick do you get? I guess would be one way to look at it. And so for me personally, I started at the end of March. I had an outbreak about 3 weeks later in April. Not as it was on my neck. It was uncomfortable, but it wasn't all over my body, because usually what would happen is I would get an outbreak in one place, and then all the other herpes that I have. I mean, we're a whole company, a band here. all the other ones came out as well. But not in, it wasn't a bad thing, right? I mean, I just got it on my neck. I didn't get genital herpes. I didn't get them on my mouth. I didn't get herpetic whitlow. I mean, it was just on my neck. It was an outbreak though. I mean, it was. And the next time I got an outbreak was in July. And that was just on I think it was on my arm. It might have been, I can't remember. It was 3 years ago. So, but it was just a smaller version, and it didn't get blistery and oozing and the scabs and that whole thing. But I did itch, and I did get bumps, but they didn't, it's like they were gonna, and then it just stopped. And I was thinking, oh my God. Oh, thank you. Oh dear. Oh, we are on to something. Give me more meat. Give me more meat. Let me have it. And I went July, August, and at the end of September, I had another one. And this one was here, where I used to get really big ones. I actually have an image of that, a picture of it. I'll try and figure out how to do where I can show you stuff. Maybe I'll upload it in the community tab. But anyways, I would get like a full wrist thing here, but this was just like 1, 2, 3, 4, four little bumps, itching, yes, and no blisters. No blisters, nothing. And they went away in 3 days. Everything was gone. And I did my happy dance. I was like, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that going carnivore would stop these outbreaks. Of course, I still have all my herpes. I wouldn't get rid of them for the life of me. I love my herpes guys, right? It's my gang, my pal, my tribe. They ain't going anywhere. They're not leaving me, but they're not a part of me anymore. And that was, 3 years ago. So throughout those 3 years, as long as I'm carnivore, and I mean strict carnivore, I get nothing. When I slip off, because I'm human, and sometimes I want to eat an apple. I mean, my favorite fruits were apples and bananas. If I eat apples and I keep eating them, I will get an outbreak. Again, though, just a little minor thing. And I'm thinking, if that's all I'm going to get, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm perfectly happy with minor outbreaks. But I discovered that it's every time I go off the carnivore diet that I have a reaction. So basically, I stay on the carnivore diet. My only vice is a cup of coffee. And it's coffee with heavy cream and butter. Absolutely no sugars, absolutely nothing else. That's it. And I love it. And it hasn't bothered me. If it begins to bother me, the coffee is out the window, gone. I will just spend my time with my bottled water, and this is all I will drink, because life is great without the herpes outbreaks. I mean, it's great. Life is great. My life, here I am, like online, out to the world. I never would have done that. And I never did do that. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel for my art. I'm an artist. And I couldn't, because I was constantly breaking out. You can't do a video and be all, you can't. You know that, right? So I found my freedom through the carnivore diet. I found my peace. I have found health. I am seriously 30 years old, at least. And that's no lie. I'll get on that topic tomorrow. So you guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope I answered your questions. I think if you can do sauces once in a while and you have reserve, like you can say, I'll have a little bit of this sauce, because you said it's a keto thing and there's nothing in it. I'll have a little bit today, and then I'll go for a week and I won't have it again. And then maybe I'll have a little bit more. But, I'm leery of that, because I would just tend to eat more and more and more because of the flavors. And we get attached to the flavors. So I just cleaned everything out. I was a sugar fiend. I loved my sugar. I can't handle it now. Sometimes when I do go back and eat like a piece of an apple, it's and not talking a sweet apple, right? Of those semi-tart apples, and it's too sweet. It's too much. Everything can change. It depends on you and how willing you are to move through this slightly chaotic time of the first month of being carnivore. I'll talk also tomorrow about the differences that I saw from the first day that I ate meat, because I was, vegan, vegetarian for, 11 years or something. So I'll talk again tomorrow. Hook up with you guys. Thanks so much. Please subscribe if you like what you're seeing here and want to get this topic out in the open, and you want to get rid of the whole negative heavy thing about herpes. Like, we have to watch out and we have to be quiet and we have to, not tell anybody, and we can't talk about it, and we get shunned and closed up. And I mean, let's get rid of that. There's no need for it. Herpes are everywhere. I mean, practically everybody's got them anyways. If you've had a cold sore ever, you have herpes. And nearly everybody that I know has had a cold sore and continues to get them. They're just not in the same frame as what I was getting. So come on, get rid of the blame. Stop blaming others. Just let that shit go. Whether you blame somebody or not, you still got your herpes. So just try and let go of that negative thing. And those will be topics for later on, getting more into the philosophy on how to live a healthier life within you and freeing up some of that negativity that we get bombarded with because of this herpes virus. So with that, guys, take care and have a great, great day. See you tomorrow.